Hello students, in this session we will learn about the nested if-else statement. So in nested if-else statement we will be having an if-else statement inside a if statement or else statement. Okay, inside the if or else statement we will be again having the an if and else statement. So here you can consider this syntax. So we have the first condition, first test condition. If first test condition. Suppose that if this condition 1 is evaluated to true, next it will go inside the if statement. So it will go the inside this if statement. So inside this statement again we are having one more if statement. Suppose that the test condition 2 again if it is evaluated to true, okay, then statement 1 will execute it. So all the statement inside this open and close curly brace will get executed. Suppose that this test condition 2 is evaluated to false, next control go to the else. All the statements inside the this else block will get executed, that is statement 2 will be get executed. Suppose that this test condition 1 is evaluated to false, then control will go to the else block. So next it will execute the statement 3. So all the statements inside the open and close curly brace will get executed. So, okay. So this is syntax for nested if-else statement. So next we will see the flow diagram of nested if statement. Nested if-else statement. Okay, so here the program execution will start. Next we have condition 1. Okay, suppose this condition 1 is evaluated to true. Okay, assume that it is evaluated to true. Next it will go for the condition 2, if condition 2. Okay, suppose that this condition is evaluated to true, then next it will execute the statement A. Okay, so suppose that if the condition 2 is evaluated to false, next the statement B will be get executed. Okay, so this statement will get executed when the condition 1 is true. Suppose assume that this condition 1 is false, so next it will execute condition 3. Okay, suppose that this condition 3 is evaluated to true, then the statement C will be get executed. Suppose that if condition 3 is evaluated to false, next it will execute the statement D. So after this, the statement X will be get executed. So you need to consider one thing, that if the first condition is get executed, followed that condition will be executed. So if this condition 1 is true, condition 2 will be executed. Suppose that this condition 1 is false, condition 3 will be get executed. So this is if else nested if else condition. So next we will see the program for this. So here we are writing a simple Java program for computing the largest number among the three numbers. So here we need to create a class called if else nesting. Okay, so just declare the three variables: a equal to 325, b equal to 712, and c equal to 478. Okay, so next we are displaying a simple message called largest value is. Okay, so here we have nested if else statements. So we have first statement. So in the first condition we are checking whether the a is greater than b. Okay, suppose that this condition is evaluated to true, that is a is greater. Next again we need to compare the a value with c value. Okay, next condition is we are comparing the a value with c. If the a is greater than c, if this evaluated to true, next it will print the a. It means that a is greater. Suppose that this statement is evaluated to false, so next we are printing the c is the largest value. Okay, suppose that this A is greater than B is evaluated to false, the control will go to the else part. Okay, so in else part again we are comparing the C value with B, and next we are displaying the system.out.print C as the greatest. Okay, suppose that this condition is evaluated to false, next it will print the simple message as B is the largest. So here we have 325, 712 and 478. So 325 is greater than 712? No. So this condition is false. So next control will go to the else part. So inside this else part we need to check whether 478 is greater than 712. Okay. So this will evaluate it to false. So next control will go to the else block. So here we are displaying the output type. So 712 is the largest value. Okay, so we try to execute the same program using the Eclipse IDE. So here we'll create a class called new class. Here else nested. Okay, yes, we require the main method and click on finish. The class is created. So here we need to declare the three variables int a equal to 345, comma b equal to 712, comma c equal to 478. Okay, and this, and next include the condition if a is greater than b. Okay, okay, assume that this condition is true. Next we need to check a with c. Again a is greater than c, so here we need to display a is greater. System dot out dot println. Okay, a is just, okay, else. So here we need to display c as the largest. C is the largest. Okay, again we need to provide else condition for this. If a is not greater than b, again we need to compare whether b is greater than c. If b is greater than c, so just display the message as b is greater, else c is greater. Okay, so save this program and click on run. So here we get the output as b is the largest. So here we have values 345, 712 and 478. So we try to change the a value. I'll make it as the 845. Okay, save this and click on run. So now we'll get the a is the largest. So now I'll make it as 978. Okay, save this and click on run. So here you will get output as C is the largest. So this is the simple Java program for demonstrating the if else ladder. If else ladder means you'll be having a simple if else statement inside the if statement or inside the else statement. That is else is ladder. If else ladder. Okay. Thank you, students.